Okay, so imagine this. You have a world-changing, almost science fiction level idea. How on earth do you walk into a room and convince someone to give you millions of dollars to build it? Well, today we're going to look at exactly that.
Right, let's dive in. We're breaking down two real-world investment pitches for some truly revolutionary AI concepts. Now here's the crazy part. Both are asking for the exact same amount of money, $5 million. But they are selling two completely, and I mean completely different versions of the future. So let's put them head to head. Because you gotta understand, these aren't just business plans we're looking at. Nope, they are competing blueprints for where humanity, technology, and wealth are all headed next.
And this slide, wow, it just lays out the fundamental conflict perfectly, doesn't it? On one side, you've got AI as the great equalizer, a tool to spread power and opportunity to literally billions of people. And on the other, AI as an eternal successor, a tool to concentrate that power and make a few family fortunes last forever.
Every great pitch, every single one, it starts by defining a massive problem. And the problems these two pitches are trying to solve, they could not be more different in their scale, their scope, or even their motivation.
So first up, you've got AI for all. Their problem is a global one, a huge one. We're talking about billions of people who are at risk of being left behind in this new AI-driven world simply because they don't have access to the right education. It's a massive problem of systemic global inequality. And then you have the AI heir. Their problem is this ancient, deeply personal fear that haunts the world's wealthiest families. How do you make sure the unique genius that built an empire doesn't just vanish when the founder is gone? This isn't about making more money. It's about not losing what you already have. And this chart, look at this. It just brilliantly illustrates the staggering difference in scale. You see that huge bar on the left? That's the billions of people lacking AI skills. And then that tiny sliver on the right? That's the group worried about the three-generation curse. It's a problem for nearly everyone versus a problem for a tiny, tiny fraction of the population. So here's the kicker for the AI air pitch. This isn't just some vague fear they're selling. It is a documented historical pattern, a statistic that strikes absolute terror into the heart of dynastic families. 90%. Gone. It's so common, it even has a name.
They call it the three-generation curse. Think about it. The founder builds an empire with incredible, intense discipline. The second generation, they get to enjoy the fruits of all that labor. But by the time the third generation comes along, the founder's unique knowledge is gone, that discipline fades, and poof, the fortune evaporates. It's a deeply human problem.
Okay, so we've got the problems. Let's talk solutions, because this is where things get really interesting. In one corner, you have a global platform designed for the masses, and in the other, a bespoke digital avatar designed for the absolute elite. The AI for all solution is this really ambitious, three-pronged educational platform. And it's not just another set of online courses. No way. It's a whole ecosystem. You've got certified learning tracks, content that's accessible even if you're offline, and local community hubs to help people build real-world projects. The whole thing is built for mass distribution and massive impact. And the AI heir's solution? It is the polar opposite. It's this elite, singular AI designed to perfectly preserve and compound a very specific set of skills forever. It's an autonomous avatar, basically a digital ghost of the founder that executes an investment strategy with perfect, unwavering 24/7 discipline. No emotions, no getting tired, no days off. Now look, an idea that radical, a digital ghost investor, you can't just throw that out there. To make it believable, the pitch needs a solid blueprint, so it anchors its entire strategy to a real-world, almost mythical benchmark of performance. And that benchmark is none other than Jim Simons of Renaissance Technologies. His fund averaged a staggering 66% annual return for 3 straight decades. So the pitch is audacious enough to basically say, yeah, we can build an AI that does that. So you're probably asking, how is that even possible? Well, the secret isn't making huge, risky bets. It's actually the opposite. It's about making thousands and thousands of tiny little trades, looking for small signals to achieve this almost unnoticeable daily gain of just 0.16%. But, and here's the magic, when you compound that tiny gain every single day, it explodes into that insane 66% annual figure. Okay, so you've heard the problems, you've heard the wild solutions, but what about the money? For a $5 million investment, what does an investor actually get back? This, right here, is where the soul of each pitch is truly revealed. This table just cuts right to the chase. Just look at the difference in that promised return column. For AI for all, the return is social, it's reputational, it's about building something good. For the AI heir, it's pure, cold, hard equity. And the promise of something basically priceless, financial perpetuity, forever money. Now, to back up its crazy pitch, AI Heir brings out the big guns, social proof. It claims a $20 million pre-money valuation. That's what they say it's worth before this new investment from a major venture capital firm. It also says it has backing from a family office, which is basically a private wealth management firm for the ultra-rich. This is a huge signal to other investors that the big players are already on board. So ultimately, what we're looking at here, these aren't just business proposals, they're philosophical statements. They're asking us to decide on the fundamental purpose of our most powerful technologies and our wealth. And that brings us to the final, crucial takeaway. What these two competing visions really show us are the two powerful, fundamental forces driving innovation today. One is about legacy and creating impact for everyone. The other is about perpetuity and generating profit for a select few. And so we're left with this final thought. The money is out there, and these ideas are on the table. The choice of which vision gets the funding, an AI that empowers everyone, or an AI that makes a few families effectively immortal, that choice has consequences for all of us. So the real question is, which future are we buying?